From celebs to entrepreneurs, she's got the scoop. Community and entertainment, she's in the loop. Every smile a burst of velvet light. Through the screen she shines so bright. With the laughs and tales that weave tonight.
Well. Welcome to another episode of SKST Radio, and you tuned in to the Kami Grayson Show. I'm Kami Grayson, and I have a special guest with me today. He goes by the name of Jesse Appleseeds.
Yes, ma'am.
Jesse, welcome to the show.
How you doing?
I'm wonderful. How about you?
I'm wonderful.
Man, let me tell you. Guys, I haven't seen him in a year, maybe longer, huh?
A little bit longer than that.
Yeah. Well, tell people who you are and what you do.
Well, I'm Jesse Appleseeds. If you can sum me up in one word, I will be a polymath. I'm pretty much a guy that's well-rounded in a lot of things. But what I do is I heal myself through healing others.
Okay.
That's pretty much the base of what I do.
All right. So, Jesse, you are you've been MIA.
I've been missing in action.
You've been MIA, and so tell us why the silence.
Things can get loud. As far as chaos, family, friends, people, places, and things. So sometimes to talk to the universe, you got to get quiet and you got to get silent and you got to get by yourself. But the base of why I went away is to heal myself. A lot of grief and traumas that I was dealing with that no one else can help me with. So those things I had to go into a dark cave, like I just telling you, Tony Stark in the first Iron Man. And that's literally what I did. I went into a cave with complete silence with me and my universal God, and I just, started the healing process.
Funny. Well, let me ask you this. So tell us about True Moon Sunset. What's that all about?
True Moon Sunset is something that brewed up about 4 or 5 years ago. I made the logo on Canva, and I was making a R&B album entitled Purple Bamboo because bamboo is like my favorite material. So when I was making the logo, I made like it's a half crescent moon with the bamboo. And what True Moon Sunset is, it's an ecosystem that I'm building that consists of fashion, media, music, and healing.
I was about to ask that question. So how does that tie in with healing?
It ties in because I'm starting something entitled The Hug, which is healing, unmasked, and grounded, healing under grace, healing under God. And what I'm doing is I'm creating a moving hug, per se, a place where people can come and heal, unmasked, and grounded, because that's really what the world needs right now. And a lot of people may think at it as like, oh, he's don't know what he's talking about, or what is he talking about? But that's the thing where everybody is missing is the healing aspect. And that's really what True Moon Sunset is. It's an ecosystem. So as you see on my shirt, I also have Did You Do It? And that's also like the athletic side of things. I do Tai Chi, yoga, counsel sessions. And I also counsel children through music and show them how to write music and write lyrics and movie scripts and take things that they're doing in their real life and to make it and create it and make it their own thing.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a healing through creativity type ththing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I remember when you were at the studio before, you were working with students from college, and you'll grasp different things. Y'all were talking about sports, athletic things, and then music, so you're still touching all the things that you're used to, but now you're bringing it to a special healing perspective of it.
Really what it is I'm making it public. Okay. Because really for 20 to 25 years I've been doing it in private, literally living it. So now what my creator is telling me to do is to make it public, because people really need to see this. They don't know it because people just been stuck in their ways. So once they see it, the people that I have been introducing it to, they've been like clinging on to it because they just know, when you see something, it, you don't feel like it's bad, but it's like this is something right here. So people that's connecting with it, because everybody needs healing. And to be honest, which is what everybody's running away from.
They're running from being healed.
Yeah, they're running away from it, and they're using different things to cope with healing instead of like literally sitting in the mirror. I'm talking about the inner mirror, closing your eyes and going inside of yourself and literally figuring out what you love. Was I doing it because somebody else wanted me to do it, or did I love that? Or do I love this person, or do I really need them for this? Or is this person using me, or they really love? So all those type of things, people don't like the face. I heard people that tell me that I'm crazy because when I work out with no music. So people need music to work out. They need these things to push them through, but all I need is me.
That's amazing. So, okay, so let's just take it back. Why did you actually slow down? What was the main reason that you slowed down?
I had a lot of physical issues, and this is something that I was trying to hide for a long time. But now that we're in the fourth dimension, it's what's inside your body is going to be on the outside. So I got a head start on that, and I just knew that I had to heal those physical things that, because as an athlete, when you stop playing ball, all those injuries that you had, when your adrenaline slows down, hey, I'm right here. So those things I had to really go and heal. And in that process, realizing that those physical injuries were spiritual.
They were spiritual. Wow. So the silence became very important. So why did it become important?
Because I like to talk, and it's something that a lot of people wouldn't admit. A lot of people like to hear themselves talk. I love to hear myself talk because I'm really talking about something. But the thing is, when you're talking, you can't hear yourself. You can't hear nothing. I'm writing a book on the 6 pillars on communication, and the first thing that I research when I'm researching communication is the first pillar of communication is listening. So a lot of people think talking is communication, but no, the first major step of communication is listening. So to communicate with the universe and whatever's around me, whatever I need to heal, I need to listen. So that silence was so important because that's really when the universe talks to you, when it's silent and when it's quiet. But a lot of people run from those things because they can't sit with themselves.
Wow, amazing. Okay, guys, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be back after these messages.
From the heart of the coast where the waves rise high, they magazine we lift and amplify. Stories of love, of strength, of pride. Giving back, standing tall side by side. We are the rhythm, we are the voice. Community rising, making bold choice. On short drive, we shine, we soar. They magazine forever, evermore.
All right. If you just tuned in, you haven't tuned in too late. You tuned in to the Kami Grayson Show. And I have my special guest with me today. He goes by the name of Jesse Appleseeds.
Appleseeds, don't forget that S on the end.
Appleseeds. Appleseeds. He go by the name of Jesse Appleseeds
Yes,
with
ma'am.
the S on the end. Okay. So listen, Jesse is back in action.
I'm back in
And
action.
he's doing self-care, self-healing. And so he's bringing his mission back to point, and he's not in the cave anymore.
I'm out of the cave. Iron Man made that suit, and he got up out of there.
He did, didn't he?
And then
Got
when
that
he
nourishment.
he got that nourishment. Then when he got up out of there, he built off of what he learned in the cave. See, that's what a lot of people forget. He built off what he learned, and he made it better and better, and he kept enhancing it. Iron Man 2 and Iron Man 3. Now he got a fleet of Iron Mans. See, that's how it goes. And I got to use the movies and stuff because this is what people, relate
Visual,
to.
visual, yeah. So, okay, so by that being said, we're going back to True Moon Sunset. What does that mean now?
My family. My last name is Sunkins. To break it down, is kin to the sun. So the sunset and the true moon is represent my family. It's a masculine and feminine. So the true moon would be the feminine, and the sunset would be the masculine. And in that is relationships with family, and your family, like your soul family, your spiritual family, and your actual blood family.
So how has grief changed your creativity?
It made it better after the silence. Before the silence, uh, I hated it, but after the silence, I loved it because the grief is actually telling you who you are. I have a line in one of my verses where I say, "The pain makes you who you are," and that's just the truth. I love to feel the pain because it makes you who you are, and the pain far spiritually.
Mm.
I had to go back and feel those things. I had to go back and revisit those things and sit there and cry about it and get mad about it and punch a wall and release those things. Because if not, I'll be out here projecting those things on other people, bleeding on people, and that's not fair.
Yeah, yeah. So when did you realize that this needed to happen? When did you realize that you needed to take this break? You needed to make this change.
When my sister passed in 2016, but my mind was still reckless, so I had the mind to do it, but my body just didn't catch up to my spirit. So now, in these last past year, I'll say since the pandemic, my spirit and my mind has caught up to each other, and I'm able to actually do it.
Actually, get busy, huh?
Hmm.
Okay, so why you stopped rushing? What does that mean? Why have you stopped rushing?
As a child, when you're labeled as ADHD and autistic and bipolar and schizophrenic and all these things, you got to try to figure it out. And what I figured out is those things is a superpower, right? But they sped me up. They made me think quicker than people. They made me do things quicker, made me think I needed things faster than what they were supposed to come. So to control those things, you have to learn that slowing down is most important. It's the most important thing. Uh, for example, like when I went to go and get this shirt made just before this show, I'm gonna be transparent with you. The shirt was supposed to be made at a certain time, but when I went to go get the shirt, I had to wait a certain time. But when I got the shirt, as you can see, beautiful shirt.
Nice. Yeah.
So it's about the old me would have been, yo, when the shirt went, like, what's up? With, like, I paid my money. But the new me is more or less just so gentle and patient.
Mm. So you see the difference.
Man, I'm so proud of myself.
I was gonna. Then that was my next question. Do you like the new you?
It's the guy that I always thought of. It's the guy that I always imagined that I was gonna be. And the fact that I'm walking into it, my creator is telling me to show the world because I really, really put the work in. No
Nice.
shortcuts. You know, my coach in college used to say, Jesse, we Wendy's burgers. I'm like, Coach, what you talking about? So when you look at Wendy's burgers, they're the shape as a box. He say when they first started making the meat, they was losing so much money from cutting the corners. So they kept the corners. So he say, Jesse, we won't cut corners. We Wendy's burgers. So you can't cut the corners.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. No shortcuts.
You losing so much when you cut the corners. See, that's the reason why everybody's so worried about me. I can post something online right now, and the people where I'm from go completely. I can show you stuff right now. They will go crazy because they're not focused on them. My opinions matter so much to them because they ain't focused on them, and that's
Mm.
what everybody is doing. Nobody focus on themselves. Nobody actually looks at themselves in the mirror. So that's what my slogan is. Did you do it? Did you look
Mm.
at yourself butt ball naked in the mirror? And that's what happened to me in college, and that was my humbling moment.
Mm. Okay. So before we wrap this up, I want to know what does "for me" means to you now.
I did everything for everybody else before this. What colleges to visit, what schools to go to, what friends to have. And through the healing process and being gentle with myself, this season zero for me is really for me.
Mm.
Whatever I want to do, showing up at this interview by myself like how I always wanted to do. Doing things by myself like how I always wanted to do. Teaching people like how I always wanted to do. Having a small circle like how I always wanted to do. All these things that's for me, it's my boundary, and I won't let nobody breach that. See, because my boundaries come with stairs and bridges. So if you can get up those stairs and those bridges, then we can have a conversation.
Mm. Wonderful. So let's sum everything up with what we discussed. So now I'm looking at the new Jesse.
Mhm.
This is not the same Jesse that I knew a year ago.
Mhm.
And so, what can we expect in the near future from the new Jesse? Appleseeds with the S.
I love the, you know, I love to refer back to the Bible because my grandma would always had these great stories as a child. So you know the Noah story, right?
Mm-hmm.
It flooded. It rained for 40 days and 40 nights.
nights.
But my creator told me that I'm going to reign for 40 years. So what you're going to get from Jesse Appleseeds next is a flood of content, music, fashion, everything that I've been working on in these last 3 years in silence in that cave will be public.
Nice. Nice. Okay, so words of wisdom. So what can you tell someone who wants to be where you are right now? If someone younger than you are that's trying to strive and be where you are now, this Jesse Appleseeds now, what would you tell them?
Number one, they got to get out their own way. And by doing that, you can't listen to nobody. You can't listen to absolutely nobody. And you got to do what you want to do. Don't do what somebody else telling you what you to do. You got to do what you want to do. And if I could just pinpoint and just give you something to do for any young kid or any young man or woman, start off by working out. Just getting out and being active. That one thing right there is going to lead to so many things that you can only imagine. So if you want to start off, you start off 30 minutes a day walking and talking to yourself about what you want to do in life.
Nice, nice. Okay, so tell people how they can get in contact with you.
On all platforms. On Facebook, I'm Jesse Appleseeds with the S. On Instagram, I'm Jesse Appleseeds with the S. Also on TikTok as well, Jesse Appleseeds with the S. True Moon Network is my YouTube channel that I just started because I'm back. So I'm building a network also as well. So all of that, all platforms, just type in Jesse Appleseeds and you should be able to find me. I'm also dropping a book as well. The Letters and Stories from Jesse Appleseed.
Love it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. So is there anything else you want to tell our audience before we call it a night?
Yeah, I want you guys to really be ready for what's about to come because you don't know, but the people that's watching is going to be involved. And I really, really want to let everybody know that the creator gave me some information that I'm bringing to the forefront. And it's going to be all about you loving yourself and going back to you again, just giving yourself that hug. So if I'm going to leave you with that, that's all I leave you with, man. Jesse Appleseeds on all platforms. And I really, really love you all.
All right. Okay, y'all got it straight here at SKST Radio on the Kami Grayson Show. Until next week, bye for now.
Mm-hmm.